Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. So today we start kicking off the 6th anniversary for the game, starting with a big whopping, kind of crazy 50 diamonds they are kicking us off with. Absolutely love it. Now we also do have a lot of exclusive out here, but if you're looking to pick up Labirda, still a pretty good purchase for the price. Looking at getting in multiple copies, and if you can get buy two, get two free, that's a pretty good overall price to get the hero. Now still has an incredible amount of utility overall. Mystic Reveal, we get a 1500 out of here. We also do get a chest, which is just the normal chest of wishes that we do get. Now there are also a few other things, including looking at our events. The Radiant deals are up, like we said, that Mystic Revelry, but we also do have, remember with the patch, the new regular Draconic hero, which is the addition. So we're going to go ahead. I want to do some summons for her. We know tonight the monster events are going to start being up. All the really 6th anniversary events are going to kick off, but we have Velufire. We are going to get some copies of her. Hopefully we can build her. I mean, we have, I think, around 100 of our scrolls, as well as you do get the free copies of her. Now, I like how they did this. Do I feel like they need to reduce the price in Draconic heroes? 100%, but being able to at least get a couple copies of her free. Now we summoned over on the test account. It didn't go too well, but right here we have 117,000, and all of these are pretty much 5-star. So I don't see any reason to pick up or put in the other 3 that's 5-star. I know it's going to tell me that I have empty slots, which either I put in a 5-star or I just run it with empty slots. I'm going to go ahead and run it with those empty slots. Now on the other side, we did finish out Land. We got Land 2 ascended with the 1-star, so Lan is staying exactly where she is. Fingers crossed, let's see these summons and see how good or how bad they really are out of here. Hopefully some highborn Draconic heroes I would love to see. There is a copy of Melion, and he's starting to see a little bit more utility, and there we go. So pretty early, we do get a copy of her, but Melion still does have quite a bit of utility in game modes because of all the Draconic heroes that they've been adding. So we are 1 copy down from getting her built. Hopefully we pull a highborn in here, or 1 or 2 highborns. Last time we were summoning for Scion, I know we did pull a couple different ones. There's a 2nd copy for Melion, so that is going to be another star that we're adding on there. Come on, where is the highborns? And we're also going to go through all of our diamonds. There we go. We got a Kregor. Maximum capacity again. We're pretty stuck with what we have in here, and I think that's actually going to finish out, and it does. That does finish out Kregor right there. We can go ahead and use him. There is 5-star in the entirety. Same, that takes him to 4-star. So again, pretty close. So let's drop out. I'm thinking let's go ahead in the wish list. Let's drop out our 5-star. You know what? Let's add all 3 of these back in that are just lacking the stars. So we are almost completely caught up on those highborn Draconic heroes. Might have to do some of our sacrificing. I haven't done it in a while, but there we go. There's another elite. Another copy of Nyla. Nyla, of course, is just food at this point. Same with, getting a ton, which we have a ton of copies of Gorgie. We don't have really anything to do on there. There's another copy of Melion, so that I think is going to take him to 5 stars. Means we just have Scion and Velufire. Yeah, see, we're pretty well full over here. Let me see. Again, Nyla is just going to be another piece. And we're just going to sacrifice. Let me take care of some of these within the rickety cart, because this is where you can retire your heroes. Even looking, guys, we saved 2 of these, so let's just knock out probably, I would say, at least a row of these. And also when it comes to, having all of the food, all of the fodder, there's not really anything to do with it. We're getting all of the hero tokens or the hero coins. Hero coins are completely overmaxed. There's nothing, again, that we have the ability to do with hero coins, but I know this will just knock out a bunch of the legendaries. So we have room to continue with these summons. Worm Scale Sanctuary, already kind of lit up right there. We need to get at least... now there's Kregor, and of course we did take him out. We do have him built up to 5 stars, so those are just extra copies. But we also do have to get at least probably 4 copies of her, which we have seen 1. If we get 1 in 100,000 diamonds, that will be a little bit sad to see. There is copy number 2, and we know we're going to pick up a couple of our free copies. There's another copy of Mina. We haven't seen Scion yet either. Now, he is one that I would absolutely not mind getting some extra copies of, just because of the damage factor. And there's a double copies of Nyla, which again, we need a smaller wish list or maybe a more concentrated wish list, something of that nature. But there is copy number 3. If we can pull one more, I will be happy with getting one more. Of course, look at all the copies of Gorgie. That does take Melion up to 5 stars right there. So Melion is done as well. Boom. A lot of these draconic heroes are at the 5-star. What do we got left? 37. Got a couple copies in there. And I'm thinking, again, we were talking yesterday when we were looking at the videos, possibly getting Mythic. If we can get one more copy, we should be able to get there. And that's already 4 copies of Nyla, still 0 copies of Scion. Not looking too good, guys, even with all of these copies. So there is another one, much needed. That busts through. Yeah, look at that. Again, all of these not used for anything, but that is 110 scrolls. That is 100,000 diamonds. Pick up all of the rewards, so that gives us 4 copies. So we max this out at 300 summons right there, and that is all we got. So unfortunately, that was all that we did pick up out of here. That is going to give us the ability to build out a couple copies. But again, thinking bigger picture, that's going to be... so let's use some copies of Gorgie. Is this going to take her to Ascended? Is it because we used all of our copies of Gorgie? We're going to get her. We're going to have to add another star on there. There's the Mythic Plus, double copies because we got 4 Elite Plus. So they gave us half the copies. There is Ascended, which is going to give us that avatar frame. Look at all of the copies of Gorgie we have in here. But that does take her up to Ascended, meaning we still need 2 more copies. So hopefully with everything that we have going on, we're going to be able to pick up those last 2 copies with all the rewards they're going to be yielding us. Also, Worm Scale does get a couple more levels in here. And I feel like that's also going to make a difference in the Dragon Forge trials, just for the simple fact that we're going to have a lot more points in here to build up where we are. Some of these are already getting at maxed out. Now, we didn't build any of the engraving. We maxed out the furniture. Already have a plus 30 there, but I feel like, yeah, 560, we're already maxed in here. The only thing that we do have is really the signature items, and we do have the engraving. So 10 engraving right there. That takes us to 21 engraving. We'll have to get a couple more and max this out because furniture and levels are already done. Gotta get more things within the Dragon Forge. It's kind of sad that it's literally just sitting there with nothing to do. And then, of course, it's just pinging me here, which I'm assuming is because we have the new Draconic hero in there. But we do have her built up. Now, honestly, looking at the resources that we have here, looking at everything else, I'm going to be very easy just to build this one up because we can go ahead and we can rapid strength for the signature item. We could rapid strength for this one. Draconic emblems, we have more than enough. And then we do have, I mean, almost 1,200 here. You know what? What's it going to cost us? 650 Dragon Speak emblems. Boom. There we go. Right there's a plus 40. We're going to sit on that. I don't think I have any Draconic gear as it sits right now. So definitely, we've seen her used in a couple different places. Gonna have to build her out. Again, Draconic gear we do not have. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. We got her built to Ascended. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.